A few years ago, he had a terrible breakup with someone he thought was the love of his life. He cheated on her the first time, as far as I know, it was the first time, with someone who turned out to be 14 and he was 23. When she first got wind, it was because two detectives happened to knock on his door while they were laying in his bed. And when they introduced themselves as detectives, he asked her to leave so they could talk. Eventually, after they finished talking and left the house, he knew that she was confused and had questions, so he went straight to the point. He cheated on her. At first, he told her that she was 17 and he was looking at jail time. But then every time she asked him about it, all of a sudden she was 16, then 15.
And I had to ask his best friend, who told me she was actually 14. My dumbass, being young and dumb, thought, we can work through this, and stayed with him throughout his jail time, and then for another year only to find out that he actually cheated on me again and had a baby with a whole other lady during our entire relationship. He went to jail for about a year for copulation with a minor or something like that, and the entire time, the lady and their baby was visiting him on the odd days that me and his friend's parents were not visiting. After I found this out, I tried so badly to work this out like an idiot and stayed with his for another 6 months before we broke up officially. I ended up hooking up with his best friend and he was ballistic over it. And although it was somewhat nice to get small revenge, there was still such a huge hole in my heart. Due to this heartbreak, I ended up at a bar one night. I know, not healthy decisions. And a cute guy and his friends wanted to drink with me. It was his birthday, so they wanted to celebrate. And I just went with the flow. It was a local bar, and everyone knew each other. In fact, everyone knew the birthday boy, which is surprising because I've never met him before, and almost everyone knows everyone at this bar. And because everyone knew this guy, I felt a little more comfortable. Anyways, after that night, me and that guy start running into each other at that bar more often. In fact, we start visiting other local bars together and make friends where we all start hanging out together more often. Me and Birthday Boy, not Birthday Boy anymore, but I'm just gonna call him that. Well, we start hooking up, and we have fun. One day he calls me while I'm at work and says, "Hey, I just wanted to ask, would you want to be my girlfriend?" I'm speechless because I didn't expect it, and I guess he senses that and tells me, "Just think about it, I'll talk to you later." But time passes, and we never speak of that call again. In fact, time passes, and we see each other less and less. One day at like 2 a.m., I decide I'm going to hit him up after not seeing him for about a month. See if he wants to go on one of our night rides we used to do. So I call him and no answer. Then like 2 minutes later, I get a call. It's him. I answer, and a woman and the phone starts yelling, "Who is this? How do you know my boyfriend? Why are you calling him?" I kind of just laugh and tell her, "Look, he's just a friend, and this sounds like your guy's issue, not mine. Good night." I hung up on her as she proceeds to yell at me. So I sum it up to, "Oh, this is why I haven't seen him anymore. He has a girlfriend now." The next day, I get a friend request from a random woman I don't recognize. And yes, it's her. At a cow, she found me. We don't have any mutual friends, not even Birthday Boy. But I look through her pictures and I see a picture from a few months ago with her and Birthday Boy. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this is more serious than I thought. And then I keep scrolling and I see pictures of them together for years. I immediately messaged the girl and told her everything and apologized for everything and told her I had no idea. We became friends for a tiny bit, but I realized that one day she deleted me because they decided to stay together. If you read all this, thank you. I needed to get that off my chest.